You know, starting an online business has literally never been easier. With just a few clicks, you can launch a business from your kitchen table that could, technically, reach the entire globe. But there's a catch, and it's a pretty big one.
And that right there is the heart of the problem. Even with all the amazing tools we have, most people who try this, well, they fall into the same predictable traps over and over again. So what we're going to do today is break down those mistakes one by one and then lay out a clear path so you can build something that actually works. Let's dive in.
All right, let's start at square one with the fundamental mistakes that stop so many people before they even really get going.
Okay, so trap number one, and this is a huge one, is just jumping in without any real vision. A lot of people get lured in by this idea of easy money, but they don't have a plan, they don't have clear goals, and most importantly, they don't know why they're doing it. And trust me, if you don't have a strong why, you're pretty much guaranteed to quit the second things get tough.
I mean, just look at the difference here. A vague idea? That's basically just a lottery ticket, right? It's all hope and no substance. But a clear vision? That's a blueprint. It's about knowing your purpose, knowing exactly who you're trying to help, and focusing on building something that will actually last. That vision is the bedrock of everything.
All right, the next big myth we need to bust is this idea that you need a mountain of cash to get started. Way too many beginners fall for this. They buy super expensive courses, hire agencies, and get tangled up in complex software before they've even proven that their core idea is any good. So here's the smarter way to think about it. Your goal isn't to spend the most money, it's to learn the fastest. You can start with free or low-cost tools, create a super simple version of your idea, and just get it out there to see if people actually want it. Finding out what works quickly is the name of the game.
Okay, so let's say you've dodged those first few bullets. Awesome. But now you're up against the next big challenge, the momentum killers. These are the mistakes that can stop a really promising idea dead in its tracks. Oh man, this one is a classic. I'm talking about waiting for everything to be perfect. The perfect website, the perfect logo, the perfect first piece of content. People get so stuck in this cycle of planning and tweaking that they never actually launch. So, what's the antidote to this perfectionism paralysis? It's what we call the digital growth cycle. And it's super simple. You create something, you publish it, you get feedback, and then you improve it. That's it. In the online world, speed and learning from your mistakes will beat slow, perfect elegance every single time. This is how you actually build and grow. Here's another one that just kills momentum. The belief that if you build something amazing, customers will just show up. I wish it were true, but that could not be farther from the truth. Marketing isn't something you tack on at the end. It is the engine that drives your entire online business. It really boils down to this. Without marketing, your brilliant idea is completely invisible. The real work isn't just creating the product. It's learning how to tell people about it, understanding what they need, and showing them why you're the only solution. Okay, this next one is a classic mistake, but it's so critical. It's when entrepreneurs put all their eggs in the social media basket. They forget that platforms like Instagram or TikTok are basically borrowed land. The algorithm can change tomorrow and poof, your audience is gone. You don't actually own your followers. And look, the difference here is night and day. An email list is a real asset. It's something you own and control. It gives you a direct, personal line to your audience so you can build a real relationship and launch your product successfully. If you take one thing away, it's this. Start building that list from day one. But here's the thing. You could have the best strategy in the world and still fail. Why? Because of the silent saboteurs, the mindset mistakes that happen inside your own head. So, does this list look a little familiar? Yeah, this is the multitasking trap. Trying to do everything at once, a blog, a podcast, a course, coaching. It's a surefire recipe for burnout, scattered energy, and a whole lot of half-finished projects. The solution? It sounds almost too simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Focus. Seriously, concentration is a superpower for anyone working online. Just pick one thing, one project, one channel, and stick with it. Be consistent. The results will come. And that really brings us to the core of it all. The real investment isn't just in your business, it's in you. For your business to grow, you have to grow. That means working on your resilience, managing your time, building discipline, and learning how to handle the fear and insecurity that are just part of the journey. And this might be the single most damaging mistake of all. It's giving up too soon. Look, this path is full of challenges. That's a guarantee. But here's the secret. There are no failures. There is only feedback. Every setback is just a chance to learn something new, adapt, and get better. Perseverance is what separates the people who make it from everyone else. Okay, so we've spent a lot of time talking about the traps. Now let's flip this around and talk about a winning strategy. Here's a practical example of how you can do things the right way right from the start. Let's make this super practical. Imagine for a second you're a productivity consultant. Okay, step 1, you pick a very specific niche, like helping freelancers manage their time. Step 2, forget a massive website. You build one simple page offering a free guide. Step 3, you use that free guide to get people's email addresses. Step 4, you build a relationship by sending them genuinely useful emails. And finally, step 5, you test out your real offer, maybe a one-on-one consultation to get feedback in your first paying clients. See how this is lean, smart, and action-oriented? You see how that works? This whole process, it's about starting smart, not starting big. It's about testing your ideas, building a real connection with people, and always, always improving. It's a system, not a lottery ticket. And that really brings us to the final and maybe most important question you have to ask yourself. Are you treating your online business like a project, something to be built with strategy, focus, and grit? Or are you treating it like a lottery ticket, just hoping you get lucky? Because the choice you make there, well, that's going to determine everything.